Let me get some tissue here. Give me a second. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is the first time my PC room has got no reason to have tissue paper. The Hungry Creators podcast with Mezame is all about celebrating the creator's journey. We'll be talking about the challenges that they faced, the failures they had to overcome, and the success stories that they're working towards or have already experienced. This podcast is brought to you by Amaran, as well as Shura, and of course with support from City Music Co. Private Limited. Alright, welcome to another episode of the Hungry Creators podcast with Mezame, and I'm your host Mezame. And today we have a very special episode because I've got two wonderful guests here, hot on the heels of Music 2025, which just happened like last Saturday. But actually by the time you hear this recording, it's been a couple of days lah. But my gosh, guys, welcome to Arcadia.
Let's go!
Let's go. Okay,
I feel so familiar.
Yeah, because they've been here a couple of times for their what do you call it? Check-in streams.
Check-in
or something?
streams.
Yeah. So on my left, in front of me, on your left, we have the one and only BigDaddyRai96. Let's go! A true shining beacon in the community. And on his left, we have MadMill. And by the way, guys, these two gentlemen, they are the ones responsible for making Music 2025 happen. Like, it's so amazing. Guys, when you first came up to me and you told me that you're going to run this event, the first thing you said was, this is the first time you're organizing an event such as this. I was, okay. I went for the event itself. I was one of the sponsors of one of the booths. I was blown away. I have no words. I mean, like if you were to tell me that this is the first time you actually run an event, I would say you're lying.
Well, we're not, surprisingly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's insane. And I think the whole event went really well. Everybody enjoyed themselves. And you told me that you're looking for about 100 people to show up and all that, but 250 people came. Holy cow, that was just insane. So for this episode of the Hungry Creators podcast, we're going to unpack a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes. And of course, we're going to get to know you guys better as well, because I've known you for the better part of maybe 1 year, 2 years, right? Both of you guys. I mean, like we met on Twitch. We've seen each other in some people's streams. Some of you guys streams as well. In fact, both of you stream.
Yes, we do.
Some of you guys streams. I've seen them lurk in chat. Sometimes they just talk a little bit of fun stuff. I don't want to like say incriminating stuff. No. They're really good people. Good people. Yeah. So let's start with Rai first.
Yes.
I can call you Rai, right? No?
Yes, you can call me
Or
Rai.
do you prefer me calling you Big Daddy?
You can call me Daddy. Oh, start already.
Start already. Yeah. Okay, so Rai, maybe you can share with the listeners tuning in right now, like a little bit more about your background history, because I know you, but I like to hear it from your own voice. This guy has a sexy voice. You should listen to him when he's singing.
Oh, hello.
Unger.
Well, hello everyone. My name is BigDaddyRai. I'm a singer-songwriter in Singapore. I do Twitch sometimes, but you know what? I'm going to be doing it a lot more times now. I do a few more things. I'm an audio engineer. I'm also a producer for all my music and a few of my artists also at the same time. But generally, I'm just chilling with my friends. Just chilling. Just there to have good vibes.
Yeah, to have good vibes. And I think when I first came across your stream, you were playing horror games.
I was.
You were playing horror games, and I didn't know you could sing. Surprise. And then I found out that you're a fantastic musician. What was your favorite musical instrument?
I am a guitarist, but now I do sing a lot more because singing and playing the guitar a bit sexy lah. Gotta say, people like it more lah, and I get more gigs from that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say more girls from that.
Still single, looking for me. Anyone calling? Yo, I'm selling myself every time I go.
Oh my gosh, this podcast is. I should have a matchmaking segment someday. For just for you.
I'll take it.
You take it. All right. So Adam, tell us more about yourself, because for you, I've seen you as a moderator more than a streamer, right? Previously, I saw you modding for some of the streamers who actually do music, and I did come across your own personal stream. In fact, you came up to me in my office quite recently during our pre-planning stages for Music 2025. You told me that you want to explore more of live streaming content for yourself, and you're exploring live streaming as a platform to get your word out there and also to maybe share your passion as well. Yeah, so tell us more about your personal history as well.
Yes, so hi everyone. I'm Adam or MadMill. Mezame is absolutely right. I started this journey on Twitch as a moderator. I was invited by a good friend of mine, Jack Forgets Lyrics, 4 years ago. It's been 4 years.
4 years ago, he was known as Economic Rice.
Yes, and he was still known as Economic Rice. Yeah, right. So like a lot of legacy goes on in just 4 years. And yeah, so I was just a very humble mod. Genuinely, I had like zero knowledge of the platform, of the internet. Actually, not zero knowledge, but like he approached me because I was the closest person he knew who had a little bit of know-how on the internet space. So I joined him on this journey as a mod, and I started to learn more about the Twitchscape, and I really started to love the community. And 4 years later, I have started streaming on the recommendation and much push from all my friends, Rai included, because they were like, actually, Adam, you got good. You good what? Why not you try streaming?
You good what?
Yeah. So like going on about what Mezame said about being making a good space for my stream. So actually, I am an aspiring singer-songwriter and also a musician. And my goals on Twitch actually is to create a safe space on my platform so that people can have mature and healthy conversations, no matter what they may be, because I believe that everyone needs an outlet. Everyone just needs someone to talk to. And sometimes you don't always have the right friend or confidant that you can approach. And as much as I am not a licensed therapist, conversations are free, right? You are free to express your thoughts on the internet. And if you have someone whom is willing to hear you out and like maybe sometimes not even just give advice, but just, oh, hey, I hear you, right? I wanna grow that platform. I want to use my space for that. And yeah, so that is just a little bit more about what I have been trying to do while I put myself out there.
All right, excellent. It sounds like you're very much into like giving back to the community. In fact, both of you are very much well known now to be two individuals who have done so much. You have sacrificed so much of your time and energy to give back to the community, because that's what Music 2025 was all about.
Yes.
In fact, when you first came up with the proposal to share with me and my company about what you guys are planning to do and all that, I was very impressed, because no way in any part of that proposal is it gives that feeling that it's a self-advertisement.
Oh, nah.
Not at all. You guys were really pushing for inclusivity. Right. You're pushing for community, and you're pushing for providing a platform that gives opportunities for a lot of creators. Because especially when I saw the open mic section, that was incredible. And the very fact that you guys actually roped in members of the Twitch platform. For those of you guys who are wondering what Twitch is actually a live streaming platform. Yes. Right. In case for those of you guys who have not heard of what is Twitch, shout out to Gordon Ramsay. I saw an episode where he actually asked, what the hell is Twitch or something like that. Obviously, this is a platform that's quite new. It was known as Justin TV previously and all that. And you mentioned you've been around for what, 4 years on Twitch?
3 years, maybe
3
for
years,
me.
4 years,
maybe a bit longer for him.
3 to 4 years. So that means you started during COVID.
Just right
during the pandemic?
Yeah,
probably during circuit breaker.
During circuit breaker.
Yes.
Wow, circuit breaker. Feels like a lifetime ago, right? The word circuit breaker.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Circuit breaker is Singapore's way of saying lockdown.
Yes. Correct. A fancy way of it.
It's a code name.
It was a code name. It felt more like a very PR kind of way of saying lockdown, but we insisted on it. Yeah. So you and I are all the what do you call it? Circuit breaker streamers. Yeah. So we all started in that period, very CB.
Oh my God, yes, yeah, that's so true. Eh?
Yeah, it was a very difficult time for all of us because we couldn't travel, we couldn't leave the house, we were stuck staying indoors and all that. But I can imagine that. I don't know about you guys, but during that time, right, I felt so happy. It's like, wow, I got a chance to learn about live streaming. It felt so exciting. Of course, there's tragedy going all around and all that. It's terrible. It's a very terrible period for a lot of people out there. But it was also a period of self-discovery.
Yeah.
For myself, that's when I started to explore streaming on my own. I was playing games, and then I realized that with a mic, I can actually share my own personal thoughts as well. And just now, Adam, you mentioned that you want to start this platform for. I'm getting the vibe of a therapy online therapy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is really great and all that. And of course, for yourself, you started to explore
Just music.
live music. Yeah.
Just live music.
Yeah.
Because I was a musician before COVID and having all avenues locked, not even you being able to come out. There was a venue that actually did some live streaming over at Tampines Hub. So
That's very new here.
Quite actually.
Yeah.
So basically they hired us to do some streams online, and I was like, I can do this lah. Got 3 people were listening to me sing lah, yeah. And I'm like, wait. And then I knew Twitch for a while already, and I was like, maybe I should try.
Wow.
And I already, because I do my production, so I already have the equipments, right? And I'm like, put here a bit, add this one, install this one. You know what? I'm just gonna go live. Nobody's there. But it was just, I took that as my time to practice and my time to just learn new songs for myself lah.
So you just started out with 0 viewers at first.
0. If 0 is not a number, it was negative, I feel. I just felt like the void was
negative.
looking at me.
Negative means you put a mirror, you're looking at yourself already,
I mean, if you look at the viewfinder, you're looking at yourself, right?
Technically not wrong?
I'm being educated now
Let's go.
by people who are musicians. I'm a photographer here. I'm looking through viewfinder all. Okay, so that was your first experience. And Adam, you started streaming way after Circuit Breaker.
Yeah, so
Very recently, right?
So I actually started streaming April this year.
Oh, what? That's very recent. That's only a few months ago.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So I was between transitions. So I just left my previous job and I had a month break, and I decided, you know what, April was my birthday month, so I decided to just
happy
go
belated
for
birthday.
Yes, 4 months later. Thank you.
4 months later. Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Yeah, so I had a personal aspiration that as I enter my 30s, because I'm 30 this year, I wanted to do more things for myself. I wanted to go into every uncharted territory I could ever chart into. Just really like basically be a yes man and try lah. So with much encouragement from a lot of my friends on Twitch, I decided, you know what, why not, let's give it a go. Let's see how it goes, right? Since having a month off is actually pretty nice, I decided to explore the Twitch game. And I'm very blessed because I've had a lot of help from my friends, right? We get by of help from our friends. Lovely song from the Beatles. And yeah, it's contrary to a lot of people's start on Twitch. I was very I still am very thankful because I had a very good head start, and it all was because of the event that was the predecessor of the one that we organized, Music 2024.
The one by Kanchong 22 and Jack forgets lyrics.
Then Economic Rise.
Then Economic Rise.
Then
yeah.
Chai Peng.
He became Chai Peng after that.
No lah.
No,
It's just what they call him.
Walao, kena throw.
No, because his name is Economic Rise, right? Then
Yeah.
it goes very long. So he always like, you can call me Chai Peng, it's easier, right? It's
okay,
familiar.
Actually, I call him Nasi Padang, you know?
Nasi Padang, cannot. He's not Malay.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oops.
Yeah. So okay. So you got how do I put this? You got encouraged by your friends to actually start streaming, and how was your first time experience like as a streamer, being from a mod to streamer? I mean, I can see the conversation.
You know,
going
like
through that.
a lot of my friends like do tell me that like, oh, you know, if you stream, just like have no expectation, because like a lot of them when people do start streaming, like what I said, right, you have an audience of 0 for quite a while until you pick up traction, right? But again, this is to no credit of mine. It is a very big blessing that I have because of our lovely community, that I started off with a very healthy viewership of I think, and I averaged 12 viewers per stream.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And it's crazy because to me, right, it's still wild to me that people come to my stream, watch me fiddle around on a computer and chat with me.
Yeah. Fiddle around the computer.
That's all of us over here.
Yeah, that's everyone. Like fiddle, buttons pressing.
Yeah, because it's like sometimes you just turn on your stream and then it's like, guy, there's some guy comes on chat and like, hey, your this one not working, or your this one is too loud, your that one, this one. Like,
I'm guilty. I do that a lot. I come to people's stream like, hey, there's something wrong with your lighting. Then that's how I got to your place. I was like, right.
I'm a
What
mess,
happened?
everyone. I'm a damn mess, I swear.
No, but I think we owe it to our communities or even the viewers to give us this kind of live feedback because it actually helps us, right?
Of course.
And touching on your first time streaming experience, you had 12 people watching.
yeah.
That's pretty much a lot, you know. Like,
insane.
yeah, it's insane. Because even for me, when I first started streaming, I only had like one viewer.
Same. It's probably us.
And it was No, it wasn't. No.
yes,
So
someone.
it was Commander Root. I thought it was a person. It was a bot last year.
Insane. Yo, that's one.
I even said hi to the bot, you know. Hey, who is this Commander Root? He's so loyal, you know.
Welcome in, Commander Root.
Yeah, every single stream when I first started, he was there for me, you know. Like,
That's
but for some people, yes, you may, tuning in right now, they might just say like 12 people is not a lot. But let's put it this way, in context, right? If you're in a room, in this room, for example, you're talking, you have 12 people sitting in front of you, listening to you talk, that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's no space.
Yeah,
There's
no
no
space,
space for 12
exactly.
people. Yes.
And 12 people is like a lecture room, in
It is.
in
Yeah.
a university, you know.
It is.
Yeah, you're like a professor now. Yeah.
Professor Adam.
Professor Adam MadMill.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was I would say that your journey from being moderator to streamer, it kind of feels natural because you already gain experience from the streamers that you're moderating for. You understand how the game is played, so to speak, and then you kind of like have an idea of what you want to do. Because even for me, when I first started streaming, I just went, what does this button do? Oh, I'm live now. And I was playing some random game. At that time, it wasn't even World of Warcraft. I can't remember what I was playing back then. And I was like, shit, what am I supposed to do now? I'm live already.
Am I supposed to talk?
Yeah, because like, very, what's the word? Awkward, right?
It's very awkward. Yeah, it's very awkward.
Because you are talking to a camera. You know?
Yes.
You're not talking to a person. I'm looking at a camera right now and I'm talking to it.
People might think we're crazy.
Sorry?
People might think we're crazy.
Yeah,
talking to
exactly.
ourselves, like, really.
Yeah, I imagine if my back then I was living with my parents, and my parents opened the door, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, are you so sad that because of circuit breaker, you're stuck at home the whole time, you just start talking to camera?
Came into the room, right?
Oh, really?
Hey, kau bobos orang. Well, in translation, you talking to yourself? No, mama, I talking to the camera. Huh? You stress, ah? No, ma.
Oh my gosh.
I streaming. Don't disturb.
Aren't you glad you're not doing anything else?
Thank God. Tangkap basah, that one. Wet.
My god.
Oops.
Yeah, so and both of you guys actually have got musical backgrounds. I mean, like for Rai, just now you mentioned that he has been performing. And Adam, what about yourself?
So for myself, I have been a loyal student at Thunder Rock School for 12 years now.
Thunder Rock School?
Yes. So it
You
is
don't got Jack Black?
that one School of Rock. Different.
Same, but different.
But Mez, you're not the first one who asked me that.
Really?
Yeah, because people think rock then got school, right? Then they
exactly.
That one, the movie, right? I said, no.
Exactly. That's
my
precisely why I asked. Yeah.
Yeah, so Thunder Rock School is a I guess private teaching institution, like it would be a tuition center for music, right? But I always call it like extracurricular classes because it's not part. When I say school, people think I go to like the actual like academia, right? But I mean, not saying this isn't, but this is like basically extra lessons. And I have been a student there since I was 18, so 12 years.
Wow.
Yes, and I have a lot. Again, maybe we can go into this a bit later, but I owe a lot of what I do today as a musician to the school because it was through there that I met Mr. Jack Forgets Lyrics as well, and a lot of the people whom performed with me at Music 1025 as well. Yeah, so my journey started there as a musician, and so. Interesting thing about me is that, like, again, right, the thing that people give me a lot of crap about is I'm introverted, and people go, huh? No. Like
Absolute lie.
yeah, people tell me like, don't bluff me. I'm like, I bluff you for what?
That's true. That's true.
Like, I am introverted. Then they're like, why didn't you perform all them? Like, excuse me?
Actually, that's a misconception. I feel that a lot of people think that just because a person can go on stage and sing songs or do dances and stuff, it doesn't mean they're not it doesn't mean they are introverted. It doesn't mean they are not introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, some people just prefer to be alone when they're no longer on stage. You know, and I guess that's me basically. Yeah, I prefer to be by myself sometimes. You know, these two can sing. I cannot. If I start singing right now, the podcast finish. Habis, you know, like that's it. No one's gonna tune in anymore. Yeah. So I think you know, like what you said, it feels like a legacy story to be told. You know, you met Jack there as well. You gain your footing in singing and all that. Did you, Rai, have something similar like this in terms of training, or are you like one of those like, pick up a guitar, know how to play already?
I say I would love to say that I was, but I started very young. I started when I was 12. My dad taught me how to play the music instrument.
Your
taught me how to play the
dad
guitar.
taught you.
Yeah.
Is your whole family like musically inclined?
Not really. My mom watches us perform. My sister would love to have whatever I have, but she enjoys it lah. She enjoys playing the piano here and there, but she doesn't have whatever I have lah, which is to go on stage and play.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say talent.
Oh no. I dare not say.
Sorry,
if she sees it, I might die.
But
I
your sister is really supportive of what you do. You know?
She
That's
is.
incredible.
My whole family has been quite supportive of the whole thing. I think I took lessons. I took lessons in when I was 16, just to get some grade 6 in guitar right now. Oh, then and then
is that a high? Because
2 more
high
grades,
level?
then I'm done. But I got no money last time, right? So I took grade 6 and I was very happy with it. And then after that, everything else was just meet a lot of friends and fake it till you actually make it, lor. Yeah, but generally I didn't sing last time. I only took singing when I joined the CCA in NYP called Soundcard, and hey Rai, you can sing here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can sing. And yes, that's where we are right now.
Wow. So both of you were sort of vocally trained in some aspects, I would say, right? Okay, going back to Rai again. How actually this is for the both of you, not just Rai. How did the two of you meet?
Technique. I know you were a mod for the longest time of my life, one. And then someone contacted me. You want to perform for an event or not? And then from there, liaising, pop, go on stage, and I see him at the end of the room down there. And then just became friends from there.
Yeah, I mean, simply put, we met at Music 2024.
Yeah. That was last year.
Yeah. So in fact, we've only known each other for a year or so.
Plus a bit.
Yeah.
Plus a bit. Okay. It's incredible because you know, like for what it's worth, right? You guys actually came together like only a year plus ago, and then somehow did Music 2025.
Same. I asked him the same question. How did we do it?
That's incredible because the way I see it, in order to do something of this kind of magnitude, you have to have a lot of faith and trust in the person you're working with. That's incredible. Oh, look at that. Look at brotherhood right there. Now I feel left out. I didn't get a fist bump.
No.
Okay, for those of you guys who are tuning in and listening on podcasts on Spotify, we just fist bump each other. Yeah.
Okay.
got special sound effects somehow. Yeah, so when you first met, that was last year at Music 2024. Maybe you share a little bit more about what Music 2024 was like.
So, very, very simply, Music 2024 was the birth child, if I could say, of Kanchong 22 and then Economic Rise, now Jack Forgets Lyrics, right? And it was a conversation that, if I remember correctly, they both wanted a larger scale music event that was never done before. And true enough, in the Twitch scene, there has never been an IRL event like that where music streamers could gather and perform for their community. So Kanchong approached Jack and asked, hey bro, do you want to do this? And they said yes, and it came to be. Music 2024 was essentially the first time, for me personally, where 7 to 8 streamer communities gathered at a bar called the Blackbird.
Mm-hmm.
We filled the place from end to end of people. The bar was hot as hell.
True. Wait, no aircon.
No,
there
was, but there was there was so much
Heat generated by people's fun
like
and
body
laughter.
heat from energy, right? That it was insane. Like everyone was sweating, and I got convinced by my then Music 2024, right? If we only had the two organizers and myself and another friend of ours, Zuni, whom we were the crew. And I don't know how I got convinced to wear a blazer that day.
It's insane.
Wow.
That's insane.
So I was like, yo, you know what? I committed. So let's stick to it. And
Why blazer? Is there a theme or something or what?
I think it was because like we were both like relatively large dudes. So it would have been really funny that the crew both wore blazers and then like we looked like the bouncers then before you enter the bar.
Okay, that makes sense. But you know, Singapore weather, right? For those of you guys who are tuning in right now, if you're not from Singapore especially, you know that Singapore is very hot and humid. Our humidity level is what average of 70 to 80%? 70-80%, you know, like almost A1 already, you know, if it's an exam period.
It's A1 already.
It's super warm at night even.
It is.
Our average temperature is about 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. And last year was actually one of the hotter years ever
You
experienced by
sweat
Singapore.
for fun.
Yeah, you sweat for fun.
Yeah, you sweat for fun, literally.
Who does that?
Me.
I don't like sweating at all. It feels so icky, you know. Like,
I know.
Oh my gosh. And you had to wear a blazer.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you take out the blazer, come on, all the steam come out.
I was basically like the Human Torch, but I was being cooked.
Oh my gosh. And I suppose you guys regretted wearing the blazer lah.
You know, actually, I don't, because it led to a lot of very funny interactions, because a lot of people genuinely thought I worked for the bar.
Damn, son, that's insane.
Wow,
That's insane.
that worked. Okay.
Yeah, right. And yeah, so that was genuinely how BigDaddyRai and I first met.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now how many people would you say actually fill up the bar? Because you mentioned there's a lot of people.
We had about 160 to 200 people. So the bar was filled literally from end to end with people. You had to like, excuse me, to walk
my
past.
gosh.
And there were still people who were outside, because sometimes when it was a little bit unbearable, people go out for air, right? So like we literally had the venue pretty much filled with people. And
that's
these
amazing.
were all the Twitch people whom were people who generally were chronically online. And we got this amount of people offline at an IRL event.
To touch
Right.
grass.
Pretty much.
Yes, touch grass, guys. Once in a
please.
while, it can be very healthy for you.
Yes.
So how was the event like? Was it just an open mic session, or do you guys get like a runner? What do you call it? A repertoire of performers to perform on stage? Do you guys? Because I only went to Music 2025, so maybe my experience with this event may only be relegated to just that one I experienced. You know, were there like brand sponsorships and all that were there back then?
No, so Music 2024 was fully funded by our organizers. They paid out of their pockets to make sure that
As in Kanchong and Jack.
yes.
Wow.
So both of them fully sponsored the event, and they did it out of the heart to give back to the community, right?
That's
Tickets
amazing.
were $1. Literally just because we didn't want people to like, oh lah, free lah, I just get ticket, maybe I don't come, right? So at least you put some skin in the game and you're like, okay, I'll come, right?
Yeah.
And there were free flow drinks given to everyone. Free flow soft drinks lah, no alcoholic lah, but just free flow soft drinks. But still free flow soft drinks, right?
Yeah.
At an event at a bar. And yeah, so the musicians were I wouldn't say selected lah, but they were called, right? Kanchong and Jack reached out to people whom they knew wanted to perform or they thought were suitable for the event. And we had Cheryl Pepero, we had BigDaddyRai, we had Dawn, we had Adria as MC.
Yep.
We had Wheeler KK, Little Forest, Jambret Music, and
Oh, Little Forest, still around on Twitch.
Yeah.
she is.
right?
She streams at rather odd hours, but she's around. She's actually more active than
Okay,
ever.
correct me if I'm wrong. She sings Chinese songs, right?
Yes.
I still remember. I remember her.
She's
Open
there for
mic.
our open mic.
Yeah, she was there for
Oh,
She
yeah.
was the closer.
Yeah.
I was so busy during the event.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
To be
No
honest,
problem.
yeah, because I was one of the booth handlers at our event, and
Yes.
when
Woohoo!
when your
Busy
event
pro.
started, there was so many people coming in because we started with the smoke machine, right? Then I tell you, a lot of people just got drawn to it, you know, like moths to a flame, you know.
Yes.
Okay, bad analogy.
No.
Bees to honey. Yes, bees to honey. Yeah, moths to flame means they go there, they jalan.
Yeah.
They combust.
Yeah, combust. But it was really incredible. I from my peripheral vision, I see a lot of people just chilling on the that beanbag thing that you guys brought. A lot of people are just
sofa.
inflatable sofa. People are enjoying themselves and all that. Okay, so back to Music 2024. So you mentioned that there were no sponsors. It was just a community supporting their own community. I mean, like community leaders, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah. Supporting their own community. So how long was the event? Was it like half day or full day?
It was about 4 to 5 hours. So we had Blackbird. If I remember correctly, we had Blackbird from 12 to 5 p.m. Yeah. So the musicians came early to sound check. I think the event officially started at 1 and then it was back to back music acts. Yeah, so for Music 2025, there was a bit more of a breather between acts where we had time to like chat with the performers. But Music 2024, it was bam, 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 performance.
Very tight. Very, very tight.
Performance giveaway.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
there's even giveaways.
Yeah, there was.
Even though there's no sponsorship.
Insane.
Yes.
The prizes were insane. And I say insane, I got a guitar, guys. Sorry.
What?
You didn't get a guitar.
Oh, sorry.
You gave a guitar.
I gave a guitar away.
Oh.
Sorry. But I did get a guitar.
Yes. Oh, so okay. So
what happened here?
Context to that was that like actually there were people who also who after finding out about the event and they wanted to give back, and some of them they donated cash, and Kanchong and Jack used that money to procure gifts for lucky draw.
Oh, that's insane.
And Kanchong and the organizers also bought some gifts, some items to give away, including a guitar. And there were two. One was for our lucky draw. One was for the crew. Right. So at the end of that event, Kanchong gave everyone one ang pao. The ang pao was either you get, I think, $88 or you get a guitar.
And I,
wow,
all the people in the world, got a Fender Mustang, black color. Let's go.
I'm sorry. What was that again?
It's a Fender Mustang. It's just a very nice, cute guitar that I have used it for some of my recordings.
Oh, that's incredible.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Is it like super expensive or something?
I think I know the price, but it is on the it's on higher end lah.
Wow,
It's on the higher end.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, like, wow, you know, like when you mentioned that, it brought to mind like what happened in Music 2025 as well. I think Super Kaki gave away a keyboard. You know, at first I thought it was mechanical keyboard, and I say, then I realized, oh yeah, I'm a music event. I was like, yeah, because Super Kaki is a gamer streamer as well.
Yes, correct.
So the first thing that came to mind when she said she's going to give away a keyboard, I was like, wow, you know, someone can finally upgrade the PC keyboard.
Wait, I think it's a PC keyboard, right?
Is it? Or is it a music keyboard?
You know, because
I wasn't aware.
Because it was her own giveaway, we actually don't know.
It's a surprise event for us. So Denise, I would like to find out.
Oh, okay.
It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Oh.
Even
It's a
we're
surprise.
still surprised now. But it's really incredible to see you know, the people behind the scenes actually supporting the community, not just with an event, but with the giveaways themselves. You know, like sponsoring it out of their own pockets. That's just incredible.
Yeah.
And you know, okay, fast forward to when we first met. You know, I think we did try to see whether there's any possibilities of bringing some sponsors over to your show. So our company was actually like trying our best to support you guys with that. But eventually, you know, we decided to go ahead still. You know, my boss Win and myself, we had a discussion and we go like, we do see potential in this event in terms of not just giving back to the community, but also because, you know, looking at your passion, and we love passion. We look at the fire in the two of you. We just go like, you guys are you know, you guys have that in you, that kind of, you know, I don't know what to call it beyond passion already. That fire. It's not even just a flame. It's a fire.
It's
and
burning.
Inferno is burning. Yeah,
It's just burning.
and we just want to, you know, see how far you guys can go, and that's why we came on board. Just for those of you guys who are tuning in right now and wondering what I'm talking about, basically our company DC Pro eventually got on board as a supporting partner at the event. We had a booth and we let people try some of the products that we carry. We have products from Yongno and PMI. We also collaborated with City Music, who brought in a Mackie mixer, Invicta headset, as well as a Shure mic as well. Shout out to Shure. for also supporting this podcast. We also have Amaran. Shout out to Amaran as well for actually supporting this podcast, but also supporting Music 2025.
Yes.
You know, and it's really incredible to see a lot of participants at Music 2025 coming over to our booth and trying out all the products we had on display. And I think a lot of people had fun with the photo booth, especially. You guys came out with the idea of having a photo booth with a Polaroid camera giveaway as well. That was just incredible.
It's to really encourage.
Yeah, it's really to encourage people to try and participate. You know, in
We
things.
saw really pretty photos though.
Yeah.
We had some very awesome
God,
photos.
this
Yeah,
insane. Like how simple the setup was, right? And then I think it's just the whole idea of just coming in and making sure that people are still interactive with the whole item itself. Because like I think the one thing that I noticed in 24 was that it was just performances. Go home. I think the whole idea of a community.
Oh, don't worry. He just hit my stationery. All good.
Yes.
This is gonna be part of the bloopers.
Oh, it's a banana.
No, it's a corn. It's a corn. Yeah, it's a corn.
It's a positive corn.
Yes, it's a positive corn. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you can put it there. No worries.
So cute. But I think the whole idea of it was just, I thought if it was going to be a community event, it cannot just be them coming to watch. I felt like when we were discussing, like we needed something. We needed people to bring home something. And that is maybe if it's to learn something, to understand something, or to even like get something home at the same time.
take away,
Take
basically.
away something in a
Take away.
sense. So like having the whole photo booth, I think we're so glad that happened, because like on our end we were like, we wanted to have something people can bring home with or just to enjoy with. Like,
And I think also, you know, to further that point, you also recognize the fact that in any community-based events, there's going to be bound with people. There's going to be bound with to have people who have multiple interests.
Yeah.
And you also recognize that at musical events, there's also going to be creators with different talents.
Very true.
Not just music. They could also be photographers, gamers, live streamers, basically content creators. And it's kind of funny because this is the reason why I actually had a conversation with you guys, saying that maybe next time you might want to open up a little bit more and consider even something like a rebrand. I don't know. This is entirely up to you. It's just an idea I shared with them, right? So the whole idea is that you guys want to have more interactions between the participants and the performers,
Yes.
and the people supporting the event. And I think you guys nailed it.
Thank you.
You know. So I'm not so sure how it was like with Music 2024, but you mentioned that it was mostly just performances and all that. But it seems like with Music 2025, you learned a few things from there, and then you just upgraded. Okay, not upgrade but maybe add more value to.
Yeah, I think it's
Music
value
2025.
adding it, correct.
Yeah.
Value adding it. Yeah.
And the location is also very different now. Previously it was at a bar.
This is now in the heartlands.
This is in the heartlands, you know. It's in where was it again? Anchorville.
Community center.
Yeah, community center, exactly.
I think we had this conversation together. Like, we were looking for venues. We were looking for assistants with venues. And we were just discussing and all. And I'm like, we threw some names out. And then I was like, Adam, community center sounds like a good place to be. Like, people can do wedding, means people can do event, ma.
I like people can do it. Okay, that's a good argument. That's a good
And
argument.
I mean, I felt like they had everything that was necessary down there. And if we could find a way to make things work out with them, right? I think if KPIs hit, everyone would want to come in to help us out here and there.
Yeah.
And I think it was just, we were very lucky. I think Adam had a good contact, and I think I want to pass it over to him right now.
Yeah, so before I talk about why we are making it bigger, I think like to just give a bit more context as to why Music 2025 became what it was, is that I think it was great that Music 2024 started like this, and we realized that the community wanted more, right? It wasn't like nothing wrong with just a music event. I think it kicked us. It kick-started something
Kick-started,
in us.
yeah.
Yes, that we wanted to value add, right? And Ryan and I have been part of a few Twitch events following that, and following our experiences as participants in other Twitch streamers events. We realized that, like the community wants to be more than just an audience member, right? We are a community after all. And as much as coming to support their favorite streamers is great, and that is what we always want, right? But how can we further include the community in the event than just being a participant? And that's how we got the ball rolling into including boothers and also sponsors whom can give back give more, right? And Anchorvale CC, in fact, was a venue that was offered to us because I have a contact whom I know was a volunteer who used to be a volunteer at the PA Youth Movement, PAYM. So I just contacted her, and after Rai suggested the CC idea, I was like, hey, you used to volunteer at PAYM, right? Do you have anyone I can contact for CCs? Because honestly, the fact of the matter is when you email like inquiry emails, chances are you will wait very long and it disappears into the ether, right? So I just shot my shot and I just saw if I wanted to try if I can get my foot in the door. And sure enough, my contact was initially skeptical, as people would be, because we are an unknown pair of people whom were from an online community that was unfamiliar to the older generation. And but she said, okay, sure, let me hook you up with some people. And I think a group chat was created with the lovely people at Sengkang, at Anchorvale CC. And eventually we got to chatting and we shared with the lovely people at Anchorvale CC the vision of what we're trying to do. And we sought to collaborate with them. And we went down for the very first site visit. We shared with them what we're going to do and what the event is going to be about. And no questions were asked.
Everything
they were
just fell into place after that. It's really like, I think we were just talking. They look at us, right? I was looking at them. Adam, they are not saying anything, Adam. Did we mess up somewhere or not?
I kept asking them, do you have any questions for us? What is our scene about? Do you have any questions about the online community? I really tried my best to make sure if you guys want to work with us, we need to make sure our ground is covered, right?
Yes,
everything is covered. And
I can show you how Phineas was. So Phineas is the chairman, right? He was just like, no question.
He's just folding his arms and just nodding. Wow.
Okay, you settle with them, okay? Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
And if I'm not wrong, he was in t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah, he was so chill.
I love that. I love that.
I was like, who is this guy? And then
not a blazer.
Blazer. Then it was just like, oh, he's the chairman of the.
He was the chairman of the Sengkang West Youth Network.
The Youth Network.
Wow.
Yes. So we met with Li Ting, whom was the representative of the Youth Network and the CC and the chairman lah. So we found out later that actually my contact I say actually a lot. My contact spoke with the chairman of the CC, Anchorvale CC personally, and the chairman of the CC was already on board with the event.
The whole idea.
But because we did pitch it as a youth event, they thought, okay lah, we don't have the whole CC involved lah. We just give it to the youth network and handle it. So it was a very great blessing in this. I won't say blessing in disguise. It was just a very great blessing. Door, right? Because I think as it impressed you, Mezame, it also impressed the folks at PA that were like, oh, okay, like these two individuals seem to have a level head in their idea.
Seem to know what they're doing.
Exactly. I think that's super important because first of all, there's that level of confidence when you approach the committee. I can tell you it's going to be very different if you go in and go, I'm not so sure what this is for. We just want to have a fun event. It's not going to tell us much, if you are supposed to, support the event. More often than not, you probably end up with rejection. But the fact that you guys came in prepared, you came in with all these details that, in part of a proposal. I've seen a proposal. And you actually share some ideas on what you want to do. Some past activities that Music 2024, the predecessor, actually has done, and that you're going to incorporate them still add some more stuff into Music 2025. We understand the value of the entire event. You actually can see the kind of care and thought put into the planning. And that's why I think PA was more than happy to support you guys. Yeah.
And I think I was doing the more the deck side, more the admin stuff, the crazier fun stuff. So all those kind of stuff. So basically I was telling Adam, so I need to handle anything that's people related first. Let me handle everything else as back end. Because there's this one thing that I learned in my previous workplace, is that I had a talk with some of the marketing team over there. The company is a very busy company. A lot of things happens here and there. And like they tell me this. So I asked for how do you guys do sponsorship and that kind of stuff? They say, as long as somebody comes to us with an idea that's completed, if it makes sense, we take. But if let's say the person come over and then like make us think whether this one is give input here and there, no, we don't have time for that. So I took that idea and I made a full-on deck that really covered everything, because like I didn't want y'all, or I didn't want anyone of the sponsors or collaborators
Start questioning
to
you
question,
guys.
because
Yeah.
I want you all to look at it and you'll be like, hey, I understand everything.
Yep, that's true.
And that's the one thing that I think that really helped us in our search for help, like, in a sense.
Yep. And I really like the fact that you guys, when you first started out this partnership, the two of you, you came up with the idea that you're going to take the back end and he's going to be the front person to talk to the people.
Yes.
I think it's very, very important that, you segregate that and provide each other the kind of, I would say, roles so that you can take on certain tasks and not overlap each other.
Yeah.
I think that's very important in any organization, because the moment you have overlap, you're gonna it's no longer efficient, right?
Yeah.
And the worst part is you might be giving the wrong
Impression.
not just wrong impression, more like you might be communicating things differently, but overlapping each other, and then there's gonna be conflicts.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I think that's how most organizations that fail to do this properly fail overall.
Yeah, that's true.
And okay, so along the way, were there any setbacks or challenges or pushbacks that you could share with us?
So many. I think the whole. Let's just cover the first 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 3 months of the whole event itself.
Wow.
I tell you, headache, really.
What happened? What happened?
I mean, like, there's so many things that it was all this. Like, when I came to Adam with the idea, right? I came with an idea that's very like big things I know will happen. Right? I covered the problem already. Already got ways to figure out how to fix it lah. But then small thing comes in. The money, how? Our donations not coming in properly. What if we don't hit this amount?
Wait, when you mean donations, what do you mean by that? Yeah.
So we did. So our check-in streams were technically our way of earning a bit of extra income to support the event, rather, because there is no way we could go through an event without any amount at all. So we're very blessed to have our committee to help us out to gain all $5,000 within that 6.
Wow.
I think let me backtrack that a little bit more. So Music 2024, as we've mentioned, was fully funded by our predecessors, right? They fully sponsored the event, but Rai and I do not have that capacity to lah. So when we initially put out the idea of Music 2025, we told the community, hey, we want to do it, but we need your help.
Yeah.
And if you really want this event, you really want us to do this, let's do it together. So Music 2025 became a communal effort because it was fully put together by the crowd. It was crowdfunded by the people who wanted it to happen. And again, to me, this was representative of the desire for the event, because skin in the game, right? When you put money where your mouth is, is that the saying?
I think so.
Yeah, if you put money where your mouth is, then you tell us that you want it as badly as we do. And that was the very first hurdle that we faced, which was, of course, we don't expect at all that people will give.
Yeah.
We are very prepared to be like, okay, let's think of alternatives and
Lots
how.
of alternatives.
Such as?
I think our initial amount would have been the whole idea of, so we wanted to do giveaways lah. So a giveaway, what were we supposed to give away? Because last year's giveaway was insane. Very insane. So
The
we
guitar especially.
I know, it is crazy. So like giveaways requires amount.
Yeah.
And if we wanted it to be really good, also we need to make sure that we have. And if let's say we don't have, what else is great alternative that would still maintain the legacy lah, in a sense lah. So that was our number one thing. Another thing that we had is also amount to cover the small necessity kind of stuff, like we had to do marketing, we had to figure out how do we do the artsy kind of stuff, the visuals kind of stuff. All that requires a lot of money as well at the same time. And I think the good thing was that we had a fully functional team, surprisingly, who were willing to really help us out so much. And with them, so it initially became from like oh shit, no money, how, to like, hey, our team is helping us out.
It's coming
And, like,
together.
It's all coming together. They all just suddenly, hey, oh, let's do this. Hey, let's draw this out. And then everything just came into place. And from like a budget of like from having tight income, right? We had extra amount to use it for other resources at the same
Tight
time.
budget, you mean?
Tight budget, sorry.
Tight
yes.
income.
That's why he's the one doing the talking and I'm doing the back end stuff.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But you mentioned you have a team. Where did these people come from?
So, learning from my experiences, being participants of many Twitch events in the past year, the one thing that I have gained as being part of the committee is that we always fell short of people. We always didn't have enough people to assist in a lot of different things lah. So, I was always someone who believed that if you wanted to include the community in event, you include even the crew.
Yep.
From the very start of the planning, because why? This is transparency, this is accountability. So I was in charge of reaching out to the artists, all of the artists, be it the boothers, the musicians, anybody whom was involved in the team. And Rai got his mod Wizard of Life to join the team.
Love you, Wiz.
Yes. And so throughout the entire planning process, we were actually, again, very humbled because the people were always very willing to help. Whenever we ask our boothers, right? So we have a Telegram chat, right? And these days, Telegram channels, you can see each text channel, how many messages were sent.
Yeah.
The boothers chat, right, won by a huge margin, 2 to 3 times.
Wow.
Because the boothers, right, once they start talking, right,
They don't stop.
it doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
And it is full of
Productive, creative, passion.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mean the ones who
The ones who sold
the
their
stickers
wares.
and art and all that?
Yes,
the
yes,
boosters.
yes, correct.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
Ito and
Ito,
Win,
Pixie Win, Cow Doodoo,
Yes,
Orange
and
Juice.
Orange Juice, yeah.
Yeah, so actually when we first asked them, hey, we have these ideas for Music 2025, and would you guys be okay with assisting with designs or ideas? They were like, say less.
Wow.
The day we had that meeting with them, right? That literally 1 hour later, they had a drawing out ready.
Oh, that's
had a draft.
incredible.
It's
Wow.
insane. The draft was done, and then it was. I remember 4 a.m. in the morning. They were still bouncing ideas off each other.
Wow.
What to draw? Like our back T-shirt, the design.
Yeah.
That started on the first day after we had our first meeting.
It almost completed itself in
Yeah.
24 hours.
That's how insane it
Within
was.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
These people are fueled by passion, man.
Yeah, and crazy at the same
Insane.
time. I love them, man. It's insane how fast they are, how talented they are, and how fast they can do
Do you
it.
guys want to like take this moment to give them a shout out?
So, to all our lovely artists, Cow Doodoo, Pixie Win, Orange Juice, even the people who helped along the way, Eto,
Yes.
Orange Juice, lovely husband, Ivan, all of you people, without you guys, I have said this a million times, but without any of you, Music 2025 would have never happened. So we applaud you, we celebrate you, and we love you. The community owes you.
So much. You're insane. And I think the whole idea also is thank you so much for trusting us with your time
Indeed.
and your effort. I think we're two nobodies.
Indeed.
Who are we? Like, why would you want to suddenly put in so much effort? But thank you so much for trusting us with our initial ideas and everything else. And
Yes.
I say this to the boothers, but I also say it to the musicians also at the same time.
Mhm.
Cheryl, Noah Corolla, and Supercat K, myself and Adam's band. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for putting so much love and so much, because like even for musicians, you take time to practice. If it is for nothing, why would you want to practice, man? Because you all put a great, an insane amount of effort for the performances. They were so good.
Yep.
And like we're so thankful. We're so damn thankful for that. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. Yeah. Sorry.
I almost teared here a bit. So heartfelt.
Yeah.
Wow.
We never had a chance to properly close the event because of timing. So
yeah.
I think so we got a lot to unpack also at the same time.
I can understand. And you'll be doing a special unpacking stream very, very soon as well. I saw your announcement today.
Yes.
Oh, incredible.
We have to cry together.
We should do. Like, even though for me, I was telling Win the other day when we were packing up, we were like, I feel the passion, I feel the fire, and I feel the love. You know, the very fact that people were there just because of their friends.
Yeah.
And not because they are looking for giveaways or anything. They're just there because we want to be part of this community. We just want to support the community, and we just want to be there. And it's incredible to see a lot of people show up. I can read in your face that you are very concerned about people coming and all that, because this is a big thing, and there's no guarantee that people come. I think you were very candid with one of the conversations that we had. You did mention that even though tickets were sold, we're not so sure whether people are going to show up still.
That's the honest truth. Right?
That's the honest truth. And I really appreciate that kind of candidness, because this is the reality of things when it comes to running events, because not everything is foolproof. And there's always a Murphy's Law, right? Things can fall apart.
It will happen.
It will happen.
Yeah.
But I think you guys managed well, based on my personal experience as a boofer as well at Music 225. I saw you were running around like a headless chicken, like this guy is everywhere. And then I saw Adam everywhere as well. And the two of you were still performing. Holy cow. How do you guys do that? I mean, there was one point in time I was like, I see Adam, let's take a selfie. And then, where's Rai? And I couldn't figure out where you were. You on stage and singing.
Yes.
And do you remember this?
Yeah. So Maz was chatting with me. Maz was like, hey, Adam, I need to tell you this amazing good news. And I cannot find Rai. Never mind, I tell you first. Then you were singing already,
You were on stage.
After a while, right, Maz turned around. Hey, right over there, lah.
I thought that was really incredible because, for myself, because I organize a lot of events as well. Sometimes I'm the host and the MC. Sometimes I'm the guy boothing. Sometimes I'm doing both. And I do find that it is a challenge to play multiple roles in a single event.
Yeah.
And you guys did so flawlessly. And I have to take my hat off to the two of you. First time running event, right?
Yes.
First time organizing a major event, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
First time reaching out to creators, sponsors, boofers, musicians, performers.
Scary. Y'all are crazy bunch of people. It's so scary to talk to y'all, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Without knowing what you need and everything, what we can give,
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh.
And you guys pulled it off.
Oh.
Holy shit. No, like last Saturday, I tell you, if you had it on National Day, I think more people will watch. Okay, I'm just kidding. But it was really an incredible event, and I have to say kudos to the two of you and the people supporting your event and the people behind the scenes, like crew member, your crew member. Sorry. So I don't know where I can see such passion. Where else can I see such passion? I mean, I've been among communities before, but this kind of passion, next level.
Thank you.
Really.
I think I was talking to Adam just now, just before we went up, we came up here. It's like during, like, we were talking about what if nobody comes, right? I told Adam on the event day, right? We opened doors at 12:30. 12:30, doors open, all prepared already. I look outside and you know what I see? Nobody.
There was what happened last Saturday?
Yeah, there was nobody. There was no queue. There was no nothing. I was like, okay, Adam, we're going to prepare for this. Okay, let's do this. If let's say the queue too long, right, let's settle for this. But nobody. And then I look at Adam. Adam, what if nobody comes? It's already 12:35. It's 12:40. And then Adam was just like, Ran, it's okay. Just wait. Let's just do whatever first. And then people started to stroll in slowly. And then 1 p.m. hit, 1:15 hit. And then people just started to fill up the whole room.
Yeah.
I was at the back and I was just like,
woohoo!
wow. Wow.
Right?
People turned up.
Yeah.
People turned up.
And I think
Wow.
the moment you see the chairs being filled up, that's when you knew that whatever you have done, whatever you've suffered for the past few months is paying
sense.
off.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is to your guys, to your team and your credit as well. Everyone who showed up had a good time. I can see in their faces, like everyone singing along, clapping, laughing, cheering. There were people who at first can see very shy, stand at the back, but eventually they came forward and they joined the celebrations. I would say it's a celebration. It's no longer an event anymore. And even the boothers also, I think a lot of people actually started selling some trinkets and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I had a chance to talk to the boothers also after the event. I would dare say this. They say this is one of the best events that they've gone
Really?
to. This is the most amount of support that they've received ever in their boothing life.
Wow.
And for me, I think honestly, I do not know how much they sell, that kind of stuff. I don't know what is the average amount. And for them to tell me that they just like, wow. I'm like, huh? What you mean cannot be lah? So can earn so much money from here, man? But then I saw the numbers, and then they showed me the previous number that they had from other events, and I'm like, oh, can I?
It is possible. I think it's possible because you must remember the people coming for the event, they are willing to support whoever is part of the event.
That's right.
You know? And I think even for us, at DC Pro, we also had a lot of people who shared interest. We had a small little QR code thing that we started, inviting people to join our community because I did mention to you before that we do have our content creators community and we run workshops and classes and even seminars and things like that. And quite a number actually signed up, and I was actually surprised. I was like, wow, people actually saw my QR code.
No way.
So rest assured, the next gear night you will see at least 3/4 of the space filled up with people from your community.
That's
it's really incredible. Yeah, we're not looking at a big number or anything like that. We're just looking at maybe about 5 or 6. We're happy already, but more than triple actually sign up. That was incredible.
Another thing that I think I really want to say also is that I told Adam before the event, it's like, let's check. We should make sure we check on all our people, boothers, our sponsors, our sound guys and everything else, right? So I think we keep running around, and then I'm always asking like, Mez, how's everything?
Yeah,
Are people coming in and everything?
Do you know
else?
that people I saw on the ground, people actually shared that they were really appreciative of the fact that you guys go around and check on people. It's not often that organizers do this. Even and that's why we align very well, because for us at DC Pro, when we do events on our own, we do that. We go up to every single brand that works alongside us and we ask them, how's everything? Do you guys need anything else? It's very different from, let's say, an event where the organizers are more focused on the commercials aspect. You don't make money, too bad, your problem. But you guys actually first and foremost put the community above everything else. And for you to actually come down to that level and then asking people whether they're doing okay or not, it shows how humble you guys are. It shows how caring you guys are. And most importantly, how passionate you are still about not just doing this for the community, but actually supporting the community itself by making sure they're okay. That is next level.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I also want to share that, the participation for the Polaroid camera, incredible. We have a lot of very interesting, like you said, a lot of very good shots and all that. You gave me a very tough choice that day, a very tough job. They gave me this job and say, Mez, you need to pick a winner by 6:30 p.m. And Adam was like, you need to pick a winner now. I was like, holy shit. I don't have, my thought process was like, wow, do I sit down and look at the technical aspect or how do I do this? And in the end, the reason why we picked Matcha Joy, the winner of the Polaroid camera, is because we can see her face, her expression. She was really just so happy to be there. Like, we have the bubbles with the smoke inside in the shot, right? But it gave us the feeling that it's a very good representation of every single person who came for the event. Because if you look left, right, center, front, and back, all those people who came for the event, everyone was smiling. Mingling, making new friends, catching up with old ones. I even met a junior from my secondary school.
Damn, that's insane.
What the hell? There was this singer, the dude with the necktie. I went up to him and said,
I know you.
SGI? And he was like, yeah. I was like, hey, man. Then I was like, I started singing the first verse of our school song. And he was like, oh, you're from SGI too. I said, I'm probably your senior.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I recognize him from the necktie itself, because SGI has a green-white striped necktie. So I recognized that necktie anyway, and I just said hi to him. And it turns out, he was a junior. So it's incredible. And then I found out that one of my friends from ACS, never mind. Old school rivalry. But the very fact that you took very good care of the boothers, we are really grateful and thankful. Yeah. And of course, the performance. The performers for the day, starting from the beginning all the way till the end. Even though I was very busy at the booth, I do try to catch some of the songs, and it was so brilliant. Everybody putting their heart and soul inside every single verse of the songs they sang, and you can sense it easily.
That I have 2 regrets for the event. I think
2 regrets. Why?
This is me personally as a performer. One thing, and so I shouldn't have been singing for the event. That's one thing. But I think we had some things that we had to settle, and I said, why not? I just take it up and let's have it, because I knew that I was going to be talking so much on that day. So I practiced so hard for that, really. But I cracked so much on stage. Oh my god.
You what?
My voice cracked so
cracked.
hard. Like
I thought
every
cracked.
song is like I was just like yeah, no, it's like, as a performer, like I'm just like it sucks because like
You felt very regretful that your voice cracked.
correct. Because I've been trying my best not to talk so much the whole day, but then I also had to do it at the same time. But the one saving grace that really got me was everybody was cheering for me.
Yeah.
Everyone was shouting my name and
Yeah.
everything else, and that made me just, you know what, I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
For the show, for everyone. I'm not gonna think too much. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So as a performer, as a singer, I do regret not being able to give a great show. But as someone that was on stage, I'm thankful.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And I think for another one that I had, this one is my biggest regret, I think, is that I was not able to really fully take in the event because I was just busy running around. I think Adam understands this really well. There were so many things that we missed out. We didn't get to talk to everyone. We didn't get to see what the boothers were selling. I mean, even for your side, I regret not going over to understand what y'all had. We even had our 1PA booth, photo booth at the back also at the same time. I have regrets because I never get to use the photo. So there's so many things that I wanted to do for the event to really give my all, but I wasn't able to really give it because I was just busy running. So like I don't know whether I should have stopped. No, yeah, it's just me, and it just sucks for me because I wanted to really take it in because that's what we planned for, ma. And like when I went home and then I just looked through some of the videos, right? That the only thing that I could really watch back was just the videos, lah. Just like wow, this event really happened. People having fun. Wow. I mean, I saw Kau Dudu. She sells so many. She sold so many things. So many things that I was like, hey, wow, I never even get to thank her for selling this kind of stuff. For like, wow, sorry, I just so many things. I wish I could have done better for the event to support everyone again. But that's just for me lah. That's just for me lah. Other than that, I did enjoy the whole process of everything. I just wanted to say it out loud because like the next day I was like, shit, man. I felt I didn't give enough for those who, you know, everyone put in so much effort, but I felt I didn't give enough effort for the people who gave in the effort. Even for your side also, I think I should have checked on you guys more. I should have brought people down to your booth more so at the same time. So that's just so yeah. I mean, I didn't even had to properly thank you also on that day event also, and that's something that I'm so regretful for. I didn't even get to end the event properly also because of how the timing was at the same time. I think me and Adam, we had this talk together also, and it was just like we should have done. There's so many things we thought we could have done better.
I think like the thing that Rai told me the most, right, was that, okay, Adam, I cannot speak anymore.
Yeah.
Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And I think this is why we work very well together. The things that he do, I don't do. The things that I do, he don't do. Right. And even though I was on the ground as much as possible, talking to as many participants, as many people as I humanly could lah. I also feel that way. I also feel like there wasn't enough things that I could have done.
Yeah.
And it's quite insane, right? And I mean, I've had the I've had the privilege of having people come up to me and say, Adam, let's take a photo. And it's true because when I look back at, again, like right Instagram stories, I like, I wish I could have taken more photos. I wish I could have been more in the event lah. And I don't regret it in the way that I wish I could have done better. I think we did the best we could to the best of our abilities.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wish we could have set ourselves up for better. Yeah. It's not something that feels great. And admittedly, this is no discredit to our crew, to our people, our guests. We deeply appreciate and enjoy everyone's company and camaraderie. But I guess it is a crux that comes with the being the organizer lah.
Yeah, I think you guys did fine. Don't worry about it. Like it's one of the pitfalls of being an organizer. You really have to be everywhere, anywhere, all at once. And I don't speak for everyone else, but I speak for myself as a boofer. I appreciate what you guys did.
Thank you.
The fact that you guys even try to, find that time to say hi, check on us, make sure we are okay, make sure Wayne and myself both are okay and everything's all right. You need anything else, just let us know. I'm like, relax, chill. Don't worry about it. We understand. We understand.
Yeah.
And I think we do value the love and support you give us, and we understand that you guys are very busy. And this is just how it is. We can't be there for everyone, but we can try.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Okay, give me a second, because I just realized this camera also like a bit teary-eyed also.
Shit.
Okay, give me a second.
Contagious lah.
Yeah, let me fix this. Do you need tissue, by the way?
I'm okay.
Okay. Give me a sec. Let me just adjust this camera. It just went out of focus for a bit.
My heart.
Yeah.
There's the things that I really, ayo. I was talking to Adam about that really lah. So,
There we go. All right. So I want you good? You need tissue?
I'm okay.
I wanted to share a bit more of a personal story for this matter. Our lovely Wiz,
Yes.
he actually came up to me because we had an after party.
Wizard of Life.
Wizard of
Yeah.
Life.
Okay.
Yeah, so he came up to me at the after party, which we had downstairs of the CC. The first thing, the lovely guy said to me, if I did anything wrong
Bruh,
or I
come
made
on.
any mistakes at all at the event, please tell me. I will do my best to improve and do better. And okay, now this gets me right because right, this was how I was growing up. I'm someone who actually, right, as much as Rai says I'm very well spoken and everything, right, I grew up being the most I was very not social. I actually didn't know how to talk until I was 4. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I was ostracized a lot. Some is to my own doing. I learned a lot growing up as a child about a lot of things, a lot of my own shortfall, my own downfalls, and my own problems. But I was someone who had a lot of expectations on me, being the only guy in an Asian household, and also who didn't have a lot of friends lah. So I was always under the umbrella of, why can't you do this better? Why didn't you do this? Why can't you be like that? Right? And that speaks to me on a very personal level, because to me, right, everyone at Music 2025, right, worked the absolute hardest that they could. There was nothing that they could have done that would have made it. We could always do better.
But they gave it their all.
But we would never in our heart of hearts said that like anybody did a bad job. If anything,
I feel like we
could have done better.
we could have done so much better.
No, you guys did fantastic. Like, give me a second. Let me get some tissue here. Give me a second. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is the first time my PC room has got no reason to have tissue paper. To light up the home studio for the podcast, we actually use Amaran lights. Here we have the F22X mounted on an autopole, and here we have the Verge, as well as the Panel 120C. The sound of my voice right now you can hear is coming through the Shure SM7DB as well as the SM7B. If you're enjoying the podcast so far, remember to hit the like button, leave a comment below, maybe with your favorite emoji or even name of someone you want me to bring onto the show. And better yet, hit the subscribe button. That will really help the channel grow. Thank you.
We didn't cry for the event, but we cry for this one. Help lah, disgusting lah.
What to do, right?
Shit lah.
This is, there we go, tissue for
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'll just put it over here, yeah? Wow. Wow, guys, this is incredible, because I can see, let me just put my headphones on first. Yeah, I can see the level of care that you have for this event, and most importantly, not not just for the event, but for the people under your care. I mean, the tears that you're tearing out right now, the tears that you're tearing out, the tears that you're crying out right now is not because of personal failures or anything like that. It's because of the amount of love. I can sense it, like you have so much love for the people who support your event. I mean, it's not just pure supporters. These are friends.
They're family, friends.
They're family. Yeah.
These are people whom, because I'll be very honest, right? Other than Cheryl Pepero, right? Everyone is new to everyone.
Yeah.
There was no grounds, no rhyme, no reason for everyone to get along as well as they did.
Yeah.
And from Noah Corolla, the man I met just earlier this year, because he only started streaming this year, right? To even our boothers, everyone was so supportive, and I've said a million thank yous to everyone simply because I've had no words, right? It's not something that comes normal to anybody.
Yep.
Because community is something that is like the rise and fall of community is its people. Without its people, community falls. It is not about the leaders. It is not about the rules, nor the governance. It is the people.
Yeah.
We have only what we have because our people demanded it, our people supplied it, our people supported it.
Yeah.
And music. I will die on the hill that Music 2025 was with the community, for the community, by the community. We are nobodies.
Yeah.
We are two young men who aspired to do something. And
I think for me, I did this on the post on the Instagram post just now. It's like I still don't understand how people are still how people support us from day one. It's so crazy. Like I still remember our first $1,000 that we received by the community, and that was just us announcing, everyone, it's Music 2025. We're going to be collecting an amount to support the whole event, and boom, $1,000 came in, and it just keeps coming in, and people keeps coming in, more people keeps coming in, people shared the story. I mean, like I told Adam, like every time we had the check-in stream, right, people keep coming in and people keep supporting, people keep loving us, and I was like, we need to do better, we need to plan better. Like whatever that we had is not enough. And that's why when I explained to you all about the money being an issue for a moment, it's just because like we had other things also to worry about, like, but how do we get that money back to them? You know, what if we don't have enough? What if they're not accepting whatever that we can give because of the budget problem and all? But ultimately, I think everything just came into place when everything hit. Sponsors came in, your team came in, everyone and their damn mother, father, sister, brother, right, came in to just help us out. And that for me, it's I would say I want to say it's foreign, but it's just my brain just don't understand why would y'all do this for us? But ultimately, I think with all this, I understand that it is because we're doing this for the community, and everyone likes the idea that we can come in together. Like, and I'm slowly starting to understand that community really, because I'm a person that works alone. I don't trust people as much as at the same time when it comes to working and all. But I've learned how to with you. I have a whole team. I've never felt stronger working in the whole team. And it's and I don't say this lightly, because like my sister will know this very well. She's seen me work alone.
Yeah.
Anybody comes in, no, I would like, no, I'm doing this alone. But this is my first time working in a team, and it works out so well. Everyone is just appreciative, and I'm just like,
It's something, isn't it?
yeah.
You just can't explain it. You can't.
There's no words.
There's no words. Yeah. You actually have to be there.
Yeah.
To understand how it's like.
It's life changing. Yeah.
It's life changing.
Sure.
Yeah. And I think this is the first of many. You know, like opportunities for you to feel this way. And it's a good thing. Embrace it. Not everybody out there has, first and foremost, being streamers, it's a lonely journey, right?
It is.
And a lot of people, as a streamer, sometimes we all fall into the trap of like, okay, this is a very self-serving platform. Let's be honest here. Everyone talks about communities, but at the end of the day, it is a self-serving kind of platform where you care about your own personal brand, you care about your own personal livelihood, because for some people, this is their full-time job. But the very fact that some people actually stand out, like the two of you, for example, to create a platform where people can come together and celebrate friendship, their personal passion for music, coming together as a community, and then suddenly you see that everybody's got this very similar shared passion for the music, not just for the music, for the art, for the whole thing. It's a whole package already. Even for me also, like I think you saw my post on Instagram as well.
I did.
I man, this is so difficult for me to talk. No, I'm so glad the tissue paper box is here. No, I'll be fine. Don't worry. I ran into some issues. I wouldn't take too much time to talk about this either, because I don't really feel that it's important. But I have actually shared with other people, when they invite me to events and all that, I just go like, I'm not really sure if I want to be a part of the event, because I really want to avoid some people because of what they've done. Whether or not what they've done is justifiable or not, it's up to them. I don't really care anymore. I don't give a shit, right? But I always have this at the back of my mind, like, what if I bump into these people? What do I do? But I told myself, fuck it, let's just be professional, just do the job and then get it done and over with and move on. I have to say that Music 2025 was a place of healing for me as well. And I think it goes the same for a few other people as well. Some people did share, they met up with old friends they never thought we have met again, catching up with old friends, that kind of thing. For me, I saw somebody that outright banned me from the channel because he believed in some lies perpetrated by some people. And I just went up to him and said hi. I don't know what fell upon me that day. And I was like, I saw him a few times near my booth, and at one point he was so close, I actually had to tell him, sorry, can you step away, because he was blocking my booth, right? And I was talking to somebody and I was showing some gear, because we do have some gear to showcase that day. And I was like, you know what? I'll try to make a point to say hi to him. I don't know why I did that. And normally I wouldn't, because I'm like, it's not out of arrogance or anything. It's just that I don't want to talk to the fella. There's no reason for it. Like, I move on already. We just go our separate ways. You have your own thing. I have my own thing. So we don't have to communicate anymore. But it was your song. You were singing on stage, and I saw him. He was just standing there. We were like very far away. And I just went up to him and just went like, hey, how's it going? Then he was shocked to see me say hi to him. I think he saw me. Obviously, I'm pretty big size at the booth, right? Everyone can see me, right? But I went up to him and just say like, hey, how's it going? And then he was like, I'm doing okay. I was like, you're still playing Elden Ring? Because I know he streams that, because I used to watch his streams when no one else is watching. And I did help him in his streams, because he ran into some technical issues with his speaker and audio. Sorry, his microphone. So I just said hi, and glad to see that he's doing well, still healthy, still doing good, and all that. The last time I met him in person was at my own photo walk, which I organized, which he showed up as a participant. It's kind of interesting, right? How things can happen in communities just because of some people who decide to say certain words that bring other people down, and that's the thing. Music does heal the soul. It brings people together. And to see Music 2025 bring people like myself and him just talking to one another, never mind that he's probably still banned me on it. I don't care, he wants to keep me banned, it's fine, I have nothing against that. But it's just that I'm glad that your platform gave me the opportunity to say hi to him. And that's all that matters, because we used to be friends. Whether we're friends today or not is another matter altogether. I don't think we are, but if he wants to say hi again to me, that's fine. And I did see, I mean, apart from myself also, I did see a lot of people catching up, talking to one another like good friends. We do see some people from the Singapore streamers community coming in, making friends and all that. And it was a very nice feeling to see people just coming together, setting aside their differences, whether there's any or not, and just talk. Because I always feel that when it comes to platforms like Twitch, whatever we do or say can be easily misconstrued. Behind a screen, you can be anybody. Yeah. But when you're in person, it's a different thing altogether.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, may I
yes,
speak
please.
something about this? I don't know if this is backed by any psychological founding, but there is always a thing about the human touch, right? That let me go on a tangent, okay? So on Twitch, right, a lot of times when things happen behind a screen, people tend to get very comforted by what they do because they are in the comfort of their own space, right? And a lot of times when when things happen behind the screen, people are very easily defensive of their prerogative, of their perspective. And I respect that. Okay, no shade to anybody because your truth is your truth. It will stay that way until it doesn't, and that's fine.
That's
right?
True. Yeah, that's true.
But more than music, right? There is something about a place that has life that changes a person's perspective, and sometimes, myself included, right? There have been times when I have wronged people, and by saying really stupid things. I'm not infallible. Okay, I say really really stupid things I cannot handle. But as you grow as human beings, as you mature, and as you go through your journey, sometimes that distance apart was necessary. That when you come back together in a common space like Music Team 25, the energy of the community, that priming positivity, does encourage you to think like, actually, what if I just spoke to this person again, right? And that is also, and while it was never while it was more of I guess something that happened as a result of the community, it is also something that I personally have always believed in. Because I will not say that this is a purpose, okay, but at any point in time, right, people meeting, right, is a chance for forging new friendships. It's a time for fixing wrongs, healing wounds, and also repairing bridges that were burnt due to certain circumstances in your life can always be made again when met at the right circumstances at the right time. And honestly, if it comes to a point where you and whomever had an incident met again, and you guys amicably say, I see you, I won't see you again. Fair. You know what? You've matured. You make the conscious decision as adults, as mature people, to say, I see you, I hear you. Let's not do this again. Fair. But harbor no ill will and move on with your lives as mature adults. And that is something that I strongly stand for. As someone who has wronged many people in my life, I will be the first person to say, you know what, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was a bad person. I've had many hiccups in my life. I will not be the first person to say I'm a good person, I'm saintly, I'm anything. If I've wronged you in any way and I never knew, and you see me in public, stop me and tell me. I will apologize. I will say, hey, I never knew. Or if I knew and I learned from it, I would be the first one to say, you know what, that thing I said to you or that thing I did years ago, I sorely regret it. And if you don't want anything to do with me, that's fine. If we can be friends, that's fine. I will take what I can and I'll move on in life. Because why? We grow as people. Community is so important to us that sometimes, we just don't want to harbor this ill will that eats away at us. That is, I'm the first one to always be like, if I meet this person again, what do I say? And here's the thing, right? I am someone who is deathly anxious. When something wrong happens, Rai would know. Rai has known about something that happened to me recently, and it kills me. I cannot reconcile with things for like at least 24 hours, and it shakes me to my core to the point where I'm like, wow, I cannot function, right? So to me, right, the opportunity, when there's a chance to make things right or at least find closure, I would always love it if I had the opportunity or the other party has the opportunity to be like, hey, right? That's all it takes. And I always hope that in things that involve me or anybody else, we are able to create that space that gives healing to people. Yeah, because it's not easy lah. Honestly, it is. And I'm sorry about the weird tangent, okay? But this is just something that I, as a messed up human being who is trying to learn in life, really, truly, wholeheartedly believe in.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I mean, like to quote Tony Stark from Avengers Endgame, resentment is corrosive.
Yes.
I really like that line. And I remember it because I can relate to it very well. Not because I resent people, but it's just that I feel that, in a space where everyone's trying to fight for survival, it's always better to cooperate than to challenge each other. Competing is good on a friendly term and basis as long as it's towards the end goal is to growth. Growth. Yeah, that will be the best end goal, right? But to compete against one another and to try to step on each other and get ahead, I don't think that's right. Yeah. So I'm really glad to see people like yourselves organizing events such as this, and what you said is absolutely true. I truly agree. You're giving a space. Not giving a space. You're creating a space that gives opportunities for people to find themselves, and not just find themselves, but find each other.
Yeah.
And in a world where there's so many conflicts all around the world, I know it sounds very far-fetched to say this because wars are happening in other countries. It may not affect us directly. We may not even feel it because we go downstairs, we're still safe. We take that for granted. But in a world where darkness is ever growing, right, we should all attempt to be the light in each other's lives. That's what I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to add to that, I know someone who is consistently worried about these things, right? So they are always telling me like, oh, war is happening everywhere. So sad. How do you manage to keep such a confident front and like positive look in life? And honestly, I told them, I can't do anything about that. What I can do is what's around me.
I agree.
People like you who are always concerned about things, you know what? Be focused on what you have around you. Focus on the silver linings. Yes, war is around us. Yes, the world is messed up. But what are you gonna do? Yeah. If you donate money, sure, of course, provide aid in every aspect you can. But what greater way to help the world than to help your world, right? Help the people in your immediate vicinity, and then the world is a brighter place for everyone, and it coalesces, it builds.
Yeah, actually make a difference in the small, and then it will just start growing. Spread.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
like a domino effect,
Exactly.
You start somewhere. Even though it's small, but it does affect the people around you, and slowly those people will actually
Be affected.
it's just become exponential.
Yes.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool. Now my podcast very, very philosophical. I like that.
Hey, we're fun people.
We're fun people, exactly.
People.
Yeah. So that's just wow. That's an incredible topic that I didn't expect to cover tonight.
Yo, that was heavy.
That was
my God,
heavy.
that was heavy.
I gotta do some breathing exercises now. Yeah.
I got no hair.
Literally letting his hair down.
He might sprout some from today's conversation.
Oh my gosh, I like that. Look at that. Look at the previous screen. Like, whew, shiny beacon. Yeah. Okay, so moving forward to what's next, I think a lot of people after the event are very excited to see what's going to happen in the near future. Maybe you can shed with us some light on this.
I think so. We had dinner before this. Something that was 20 minutes to wait for someone, right? Became a whole on planning
I am
for.
so sorry.
No,
we had a little-
please don't apologize. Please don't apologize. I just wanted to put it out there. But we're so thankful for the extra minutes of time together because like we wanted to just get something to bite and then we'll be like,
it's
talk
part
nonsense
of, part
and
of the
come
plan.
down, right?
It was part of the plan all along.
He planned this legit. We planned whole ass curriculum that we're gonna be doing.
Yeah.
For tonight's podcast.
Nope, not even for tonight's podcast, for whatever that's coming.
We,
actually.
wow.
we basically like forecasted potential events and like
Partnerships
programs
and
that we might be able to bring to fruition in the coming months or
future.
year lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Any hints as to what they are?
We have.
Wait, sorry. You mentioned towards the end of the year or through the year.
If it
Which
makes
means I don't have
sense,
to wait for 2026.
You might have to wait for 2026. Maybe,
I might have to
maybe
wait.
might not.
Okay.
But we're looking to grow a few ideas that we have. I think the one thing about having the chance to be working with people is that people have resources that they're willing to share and to share ideas with us. I think we had one of the Phineas, was it, if I were to name drop?
Yes. So Phineas is the president of Sengkang West Youth Network.
Uh-huh.
I had a very long chat with him at Music 2025 because again, right, Sengkang, the CC, the community centers are not very familiar with the online scene. So when they saw the crowd at Music 2025, he was so perplexed. He was like, I'm a social worker and I'm the head of 2 youth network centers. And it is incredible to me that nobody is seated down at a music event. Everyone is standing around chit-chatting at all points in time. Like nobody wants to sit down. And I told him, but this is what Twitch is about, right? Community. We spend so much time being friends in a chat room that by the time we meet, it's not the first time meeting anymore. It is like, I finally know what you look like and I want to talk to you.
And I want to let go.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
And he actually so I have no 100% confirmation on this, but based on his words alone, they want to continue collaborating with us. They want to continue giving us a space to do something more. And I discussed with him potential ideas. So I say, why not BA join us for a live stream for once and see what Twitch is like? They can
brilliant.
understand their youth their youthscape better, or we can do open mic events. And because he said that he has a studio in one of his offices that he can lend us, and I say, sure, why not the Music 2025 crew record a song, a music video or two in your space, and we say that PA lend us the space, and we are happy to continue working with you. And as they continue, as the domino continues to fall, Ryan and I discussed that, if PA are willing, because again, they're a community center, right, giving back to the community, why not we hold classes with our community? We have extremely talented people who have the capacity to pass on their knowledge.
And we also have a community who is willing to learn at the same time. When we know that personally because we've seen people coming for example, Noah's stream. He does a whole production stream and people coming to stay and ask questions and all. Even for my stream, like I was doing video editing and also production stuff also, and people are like, hey, right, what's this? I'm like, maybe we can make this into a proper thing that everyone could learn from. So because the initial idea that we got before, I was telling Adam, was I had an idea. We had lots of ideas we can go with, and then we had one problem: space.
Yeah.
And how do we find the budget to pay for space?
Mm.
And then this beautiful motherfucker comes to me like, right, I got space, and I'm like, wait. I was just thinking of struggling of it, but and then the best part about working together is like things just make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna be planning this. We're gonna give so much effort in planning into this. We want to make this be brought to life. People might think it's y'all don't bother lah, right? Why put so much effort? But if we don't try, then who is gonna put in the effort? And
Yeah.
I would rather be asked because now that we have the resources, now that we have gained some of your trust also, right? At least if we can put in the effort to give you guys even more things and just grow together as a community.
Yep.
Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. Why not?
Yeah,
Exactly.
just why not?
That's the question that everyone who has self-doubts should ask themselves.
Mhm.
You know, why not? I just want to add on to that bit. This is not
Go for it.
hitting my back in personal self-comfort whatsoever. But the very fact that the panel on that day,
Yes.
I honestly I thought, oh no, after the photo taking, everyone's gonna tell,
Same. I also thought so.
yeah. So I thought, oh, this is gonna be a challenge, to retain as many people as we can. But apparently, over 90 people
We
came.
had 90 people who stayed.
Yeah, who stayed on, and I'll just be very frank because I was a bit concerned about the audience feelings towards the panel, right? First and foremost, we were all quite tired towards the end of the day.
Yes.
Adam, I can see in your face back then, and then Cheryl was also quite tired because she was just, she's done performing, and Richard from Amaran was like, he flew in just recently and he's flying out again that very night.
Oh yeah.
Very, very tired. And for myself, I've had like a lot of back-to-back events over the past few weeks, including one in Indonesia. So I was like also quite shagged already. So when we had a panel, and kudos to you, Adam, because this is the first time you're actually holding a panel and hosting a panel rather, and you ask very, very good pertinent questions. And I think the audience members, those who actually managed to ask questions, they asked really good questions.
Yes.
They did.
I was impressed.
We were scared. We were so scared. It's like, what if people just come here, sit down, and be like,
Yeah, I and the whole idea behind the panel was because I felt that maybe for us at DC Pro, our company, I did share this with you. I don't want to just go there and sell some stuff and ideas or even do some networking. I don't think that's enough to add value to your event. So I thought maybe a panel would be fun.
Yeah.
And what other topics then to actually talk about how creators can actually approach sponsors. I thought that would be a very relevant topic to discuss. And we have Cheryl Pepero, who was
with your KLs,
one of my KLs as well. We work together and in fact still keep in touch for any other possibilities. One thing I didn't mention during the panel, Richard, not only is he a KOL for Amaran originally, but he became a staff of Amaran as well.
Damn fire.
Right? And then he also is the one who sponsored this podcast.
Oh shit.
Yes. So I am actually his KOL.
Yo, to Richard. No.
Yeah, that was incredible, right? And that's how you have the Amaran lights here in the entire podcast.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
insane. That's
So-
a full circle, really.
Correct.
That's a full circle.
The circle will be more complete once Richard actually comes here for the podcast episode. He's actually coming in one of the future episodes
That's
as well.
nice.
We already spoken about it. So I'm grateful that people stayed on. And I'm also very grateful that people asked what I told them to do. I said, come forward. And they all really came forward.
They
That was
all
so
did.
incredible.
Oh my god. They listened. Everyone, there was like only a handful at the back who was doing their own, talking to each other. But whoever that was left, right, covered whatever white chairs that we had in front.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm like,
There we go. We made it happen, right?
and I think if I can share this with everyone, right? Your thing we planned the panel a long time ago.
Nope.
I tell you, okay, guys. You think our life as organizer easier, eh?
Yeah.
3 days before this event, Mezame was just like, you know what? Let's do this. And I was like, yes, let's do this. And I'm like, what's the plan?
Yeah, it was actually in this very house.
Was in this very house.
Yeah.
I think 3-4 days before the whole event.
Was it the last check-in stream?
With Kanchong.
That
Jack.
was the last check-in
That
stream.
was
No,
the last check-in
It
stream.
was with Jolie. It was after the check-in
Oh,
stream with
after-
Jolie.
1 week.
Yes.
1 week
One
before.
week, 1 week before then.
And then we confirmed everything on Kanchong and Jack's
Yes.
check-in stream.
Can I also make a confession here?
Oh no.
I did not read the questions. I didn't have the time. I'm
That's
so
fair.
sorry.
That's fair.
Yeah, because okay, for those guys who are tuning in, you're wondering why we are laughing hysterically about this. It's because they actually preempted us with the questions to prepare us mentally. Richard and I didn't have the time.
That's
We were so busy with our work. We did try, but Richard was already running around. I was also running around. And I asked him, before we went out the panel, I asked him, hey, Richard, do you read the panel? Do you read the questions for the panel? He was like, no, man. I said, yeah, let's just wing it. All right, bro. Then we just fist bump each other, then we just went up. And then that was it.
I mean, that worked in my
You all
favor.
worked out really well. I think that gave out even better answers as well. I feel.
Yeah.
I think, even for this podcast, we didn't preempt the two of you with questions because I really want to hear your authentic answers. And I think that's the most important thing when it comes to panels as well. We want to discuss, live. It's just like live streaming all over again. We don't have a script when we do live streaming. We don't have a script, right? We don't know what's going on and all that. Sometimes we just whack money, right? Yeah, unless it's a sponsored stream, then different story lah. So we have to follow some steps and all that. But in all fairness, I think the panel worked out much better than if you were to follow a certain set of rules and guidelines or something like that. Yeah. And I have to say this, I'm very impressed with Cheryl's response to the point where I actually asked her on stage, do you take up marketing? Remember that question?
Yeah.
Because she really answered
So
on point,
well.
and I was like, wow, I was very impressed because she really went straight on about. That was in itself a short 5 minutes masterclass by itself. Yeah, Cheryl, if you're tuning into this, I hope you are lah.
I will send you the link.
Yeah, you are amazing, really. Wow, that response was just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Yeah, that's it. So and we had some people in the audience who actually asked very good critical questions. And I hope that our responses were able to answer their questions. And even those who didn't ask, I hope they learn something, have something to take away from. And I'm going to repeat what I said during the panel. Something that somebody actually asked, like, how do you support a streamer? And if you guys are wondering at home right now, how do you support these two gentlemen as well? 2 words: show up.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Show up.
Yes,
Very
show up.
simple. Just be there.
Yes, be there.
That's what being a community is all about,
Mhm.
right? Cool. And one final question for the evening: will there be a Music 2026?
You see, we've had this conversation for quite a bit throughout the whole event. It might be Music 2026, but it might be anything else also at the same time. You'll find out. You guys will find out. And when that happens, right, just like what Mez said, show up. We'll be there.
There we go. All right,
But
ladies and
before we
gentlemen.
do end off, I also just...
Sorry, I jumped the gun a bit.
I know, I see the timing flying a bit more. But I think, is it okay if I just thank a few...
Yes, please.
Okay.
In fact, that was what I wanted to go into.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It's the seat there. I'm feeling it.
Oh yeah. Previously, he was sitting like this, in this chair.
I was the
I
boss.
Turn down my chair a bit more loose. I don't know why. Can turn left and right faster.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, it might be me. But I think there are a lot of people that I think me and Adam did not manage to thank properly. I think we'll go through the sponsors first. I think 1PA, the Sengkang Youth Network, thank you so much for everything. Y'all have given us the moon, literally, the venue, the logistics, the chairs, the tables, drinks, and even support on the last day also. I think that y'all were thus there to just make sure things happen, and we're thankful for that. For Maostone Technologies, the sound, there's nothing else to say. Everybody enjoyed our performances, and that by itself, y'all did a great job. Thank you so much, Maostone, for pulling through with us lah. I think these two are one of the biggest ones because technically these two, I shared this on stream, to pay for all of those kind of equipments, right, would have cost us in the 5 digits lah, which I think no matter where me and Adam and I is going to look for it, we'll never be able to find a 5-digit amount lah. So for them to trust us from the get-go, thank you. I really love you so much. Adam, if you don't mind continuing this one.
Yeah, so the lovely folks at Justify Print, we went in with zero expectation. We went in with a B2C relationship. And we left with friends. We left with a loving partnership with Elton of Justify Print, because he offered the moon to us.
Wow.
And I am beyond thankful, because when he came for the event, he was so blown away by everything. He was looking at obviously his deliverables, and he was like, wow. Then he looked at the people. he was so sad he had to leave earlier because he brought his family lah. He had a young daughter, so he was like, wow, I wish I could have stayed. But Justify Print, we sincerely thank you for your support. You guys have really given us everything we could have ever asked for. And we are looking forward to working with you guys
for sure,
even more in the future. And of course, DC Pro, Mezame, thank you for
lending us your beautiful room. I think if I can explain just a bit, I think during our last two check-in streams, right, we had a lot of issues with stream.
Yep.
Mez came down to help us out for the lightings and all, and things just did not work out.
Yeah.
And one of your lights actually died.
Yeah, one of my lights. Should I send the bill?
Is it still dead?
It's dead. So a lot of things happened.
I don't know what brand it was.
It was a random ass brand. So guys, there is a reason why branding is important. I'm just putting it out there. They may be cheap, but some things are expensive for a very good reason. And we know why.
Yeah.
We know why now.
Yeah.
So a lot of things happened on that day, and a lot of things did not happen. And
it could only have continued and happened because of Mezame.
Because of Mezame, for offering us this beautiful, beautiful place, this streaming room over here. And what is the name of this room, my dear friend?
Arcadia. I forgot what the AI generator actually said about Arcadia.
Something about the community resourcing and everything else.
I have it on my phone, right?
Yeah.
Let me just look it up real quick because it was so funny.
He was so good. He sent to me like, right, I just AI searched this and like it just made sense. And I'm like, hey, wow, how come the AI know what we're doing?
Yeah, that's the funny thing because I was trying to figure out, okay, Arcadia to me is just a mythical place. That is it Latin or something? I can't recall suddenly. But I thought it was quite apt when I ran through what Arcadia could stand for as a what was that word? Acronym.
Yes,
acronym. And let me just pull out our chat because it's actually in our group chat, right? I shared it there.
It is just insane. When I saw Mez send the message in, it was wow.
Yeah, so Arcadia, ARCADIA, stands for Alternative Resource for Community Activities and Development in Inclusive Areas.
And when I heard the word alternative in front, right, it was literally the alternative to whatever that we needed to do. And as a resource, I'm just like, bruh, come on. Like, how?
It just works out, right?
It just works
out.
Yeah.
And I promise to you guys here, as long as you need this space, just let me know. This place is open to you.
And I think to be the first few to ever enter this room proper, as part of the organizer, also as the planning community at the same time, we thank you so much for allowing us to continue something that we could have just stopped there. Legit, and you'll be like, you know what, hey Rai, I'm so sorry this is not going to work out. But all the best for your next stream. I feel like that would be it. But with you opening this, open up. I will send you a whole list of things that happen. But people enjoyed the stream even more.
Wow.
Production value really, really makes up, adds on to whatever that we have. And the numbers were insane for the last two. They were so much more than whatever that we saw.
Wow.
Yeah, and I will share it with you separately after this also.
Yeah, sure,
and,
sure.
I think even for you would be proud to see the amount of people that came in to watch. And I think the community at the same time for supporting and just loving this room. Honestly, the lights is crazy lah. Man can just press button off everything. I don't know, just AI, right? Oh.
But I have to say, it's not just the space. It's the people that made the space work. Like for the two of you as esteemed guests in our house here. For those of you guys who are wondering, right, this is actually my home. It's not a studio. It's not a studio somewhere. Yeah, it's actually a small HDB room in a HDB flat.
It's a humble one.
Yeah, but the fact that you guys are able to be here and grace our home, that is something. Because I feel that a home is not just a home. It needs to be a space filled with warmth and love, especially from the people that come and go or people who stay. And you guys actually bless our home. Both my wife and I are very thankful for the two of you for being here.
Thank you so much to both you and your wife.
Yeah.
Your wife, like even though she is shy, but when we saw her that day, right, we were so happy to see her and just welcome us. So we're very pricey people. Like, we feel we're intruding, but y'all make us feel like we're at home also at the same time. So that's insanely. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. And I just want to give a special shout out to all those people who made Music 2025 possible, for actually having DC Pro, especially the two of you guys here, for having DC Pro as one of your supporters. I don't really like the word sponsor for that, because I feel like we are also invested in the supporting part. We really want to support this event and make it work.
Thank you.
So on behalf of Wayne, of course, and Elvin, our company directors, as well as Tati-san, who's one of our guys. He's actually based in Japan, but all part of the DC Pro family. We want to thank you for the opportunity for actually allowing us to work with you guys. And we really want to see how far we can go in the future. We do expect more collaborations between us as well.
Hell yeah.
Even for me on a personal basis, I'm very, very thankful that you guys take the time off your busy schedule. It's a weekday night.
It's a weekday night.
It's a weekday night.
We came from work.
Yes, and they came all the way to my place to do this podcast, and I really
We had to bring our passports, by the way.
Hey, don't like that lah.
At least for me, like. I don't know about anybody else.
But thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I really wish all the best for you, both of you,
Thank you so
in
much.
your journey as creators. And now, can I say this?
Let's go.
Community leaders. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. And to Mezame, thank you so much for trusting us with everything. And definitely, the community and us both of us will be seeing you more.
Yeah,
For sure. I feel like I've seen you enough, but you know what? I feel like we're going to see each other a lot more.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But until
definitely.
then. Until then.
Yeah. All right. So guys, wow, this episode was an emotional roller coaster. I almost say emotional, damn it, it's
Emotional damage.
Yeah, but I just want to say thank you once again to both Rai and Adam for taking the time to be here and for sharing their insights on their journey as community leaders for Music 225. What more can I say? I think it's an absolutely brilliant event that they have done, and looking forward to seeing you guys at the future events held by these two as well. And actually, I don't know why I'm choking up now. I'm like, wow, this is I don't know.
This is like a mini closure for all of us.
Can I say one last thing?
Please go for it.
The reason why I want to support you guys is because I see that passion in you guys that I also have. That's why I decided to help you guys out. That day when I realized I couldn't fix your audio problem at your house, I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's just go to my place. I was like, I was so angry when you said you're gonna do the stream from your room. Okay, this guy said, no, never mind, I will just stream from my room. And I was like, I mean, you're gonna squeeze everyone inside and it's not gonna be comfortable. No, I refuse. Just come over my place, it's fine. And then the last one you said you wanted to do on Discord.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, just come here, it's fine. Yeah. And I was literally, I told my wife, I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. My mouth where my money is. That's also weird. I really was like, you know what? If I'm really all for the community, I want to support these two, right? I need to show it with actions. So I just come to my place. We set up the aircon, everything, get yourself comfortable, do this the right way, do this properly. I'll get it done. No worries. No questions asked. I don't expect anything. I just want this two to succeed. That's all. All right. So, guys, this has been another episode of the Hungry Creators Podcast.
I'm going to give you a hug and a kiss later.
Hey,
I'm
kiss
going to
only,
touch
it's
your
okay.
hand later.
hug can. Kiss only, it's okay. Yeah, oh my gosh. Seriously, what an emotional roller coaster. I first time I had to take out tissue paper. Okay, guys. So, wow. This has been, I don't even know which camera to look at now. Let's start with this one. Yeah. Yeah, so this has been another episode of the Hungry Creators Podcast with Mezame. And again, this is where the podcast is. We want to be a place of not just learning from one another, but we also want to deep dive into what people's thoughts are, why they do what they do. I want to discover why they have this kind of passion. Yeah. So till the next episode, and with that, stay hungry. See ya.